Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Neonz React. Today we'll be reacting to I learned Japanese in 30 days to watch anime without subtitles. Just after I saw this title, I was very intrigued. As an anime fan, I always wanted to go to Japan. Even before I actually know what is anime or I actually watch anime, I've been trying to learn Japanese. So it's a very interesting subject. Without further ado, let's jump straight into the videos.
Always been a big fan of anime. I started off watching it like most people did in America in the early 2000s, which was late night on Adult Swim. I got into a bunch of the highly acclaimed ones like Samurai Champloo, Naruto, and a bunch more. As my interest peaked, I figured I'd try to expand my taste by going on the internet
but did not expect that he actually watched Samurai Champloo. That was unexpected.
The super popular ones to watch. And to my surprise, the websites where I could get these animes for free only had the subbed or subtitled version. Even though I was hesitant, I still gave them a go, and I found that the majority of the time, I actually preferred the subbed version of the anime more than the dubbed. Through the years, I had picked up on a couple Japanese words that pretty much everyone who's watched anime for a decent amount of time has picked up on, like Nani, Baka, Sayonara, Konnichiwa. But even after years, my knowledge of the Japanese language never stretched farther than that. If my plan later in life is to go live in Japan for at least 1 or 2 months, I'm probably going to have to understand Japanese pretty fluently. And on top of that, wouldn't it be dope if I could get to the point where I could watch anime in the Japanese language? Yeah, that was just
cool, and your crit strategy just goes straight to the roof. If you watch it without without subtitle and it's speaking Japanese, and you actually understand what they saying.
Subtitles, and could I do it in just 30 days? And so that's how this challenge
himself
was
in 30 days, trying to learn a language.
As much Japanese as I could in 30 days, and conduct a test at the end using an anime episode without subtitles to see how much I could actually understand. Yeah, with that all out of the way, let's get into this.
And so I'm really sorry because there's just a light. There's a light shining here.
My first task was to figure out where to start. With so many resources and YouTube videos on the subject, it was a little overwhelming, so I took to my Instagram story to get some help. I got a few replies that all said similar things. Start by learning hiragana and katakana, then get into the Genki textbooks. You see, the modern Japanese writing system has 3 different writing scripts: hiragana, katakana, and kanji. Basically, all you need to know is that kanji is a logographic script used by combining usually more than one hiragana character.
Did I learn kanji or hiragana?
Used for foreign names of things, but it's used pretty frequently.
I honestly forget what I learned when I was a kid. I'm pretty sure it was katakana.
Hiragana and katakana. I could deal with learning kanji after these 30 days. That wasn't part of this challenge. So like the people on Instagram said, I ordered the Genki textbooks. Alright, there it is on Amazon. Last purchased today. I am pumped to get these, and this might be the first time that I've ever been excited to purchase textbooks. This is gonna be a process, and I patiently awaited for the day for them to arrive so I could start.
I even put the anime background music.
I don't have a clue where to even start with all this, but I'm gonna figure that out. So the ideal way to memorize these characters is using
see my face clearly.
Damn, I really should have. Basically, I needed to associate some sort of object with memorizing the character. For example, the hiragana character Ki looks like a key, and luckily I had found a YouTube video that did just that.
Yeah, remembrance system. I saw it on Trash Taste. They talking about
I got into a groove of studying for about 30 minutes every single morning.
I mean, that is respect, dedication. Okay.
July 10th, baby, and we're done with hiragana. If you showed me any of these characters, I could tell you exactly what it was. Still got 25 days to learn Japanese. Respect. We'll see how this goes. And the same strategy worked very well for katakana. By day 10 or 11, I had both hiragana and katakana fully memorized. Kanji and hiragana done. And we are officially 11 days into this challenge, so I have to learn how to speak Japanese in 19 days. These next 19 days
you gotta learn the writing system and also
time to start diving into those Genki textbook lessons. I knew it would be especially beneficial if I found someone to help explain the lessons further to me as I was going through them, and I figured there would be someone on YouTube doing that already. And there was a guy named Akini Andy, and he had walked through guides to all the lessons of Genki. To replace my habit of memorizing the characters, I now studied my my textbook every morning with this dude on YouTube. However, this was a really slow process.
It really like
Seeing how
made me
slowly
remember
the progress
Hajime
was going
Master.
now was kind of getting to me. I was almost halfway through this challenge, and I didn't
Hajime
know
Master.
nearly enough to watch anime without the
I speak
subtitles.
I'm kind of starting to get
even though
worried
like
that
it's
I'm
not
not
so
going to
much,
be
but
able to
like
do this in
when
30
I speaking
days.
it's like making me remember
But
like
then
the past.
I got a message on Instagram. It was from one of the people who told me where I should start. Let's just call him Mock. Mock told me he lives in Japan and would help me learn Japanese as well as be my speaking partner in exchange for fitness coaching, because I also do that. I'm a fitness coach. This was huge news.
I mean, like,
to have
yeah,
someone
okay,
to talk
but
to
like
one-on-one
teaches
and
like
actually
Japanese,
speak the
and
language
also he
out loud
teaches
was
them
so
back.
much more beneficial than just doing these workbook lessons. So we scheduled a call for Discord that would take place in a few nights. I'll let him explain it.
What's necessary for acquisition is sufficient comprehensible input. Something like this: Ringo taberu, ringo taberu. Even though you might not know any of the words I just said, you could comprehend the pictures I supplied. And
Yeah,
based on that
apple.
context, you could
Oh,
acquire
okay,
the
yeah.
meaning of dingo and
Dingo.
taberu.
I actually found a
apple.
YouTube channel
Oh.
dedicated to teaching comprehensible Japanese, and I also listen to podcasts in my spare time to help be more immersed in the language.
Yeah, the language, the speaking, and like the
And of course,
speaking
I was
stuff.
still studying the Genki textbooks during this time, which was definitely helping. At this point, I had developed a bit of an obsession. Any free time I had was usually dedicated
I mean,
to
like, should
learning more
respect because
Japanese,
usually
and I had a
people
lot
like
of fun
want to
doing
learn
it too.
Japanese,
It felt
but
really good
they
to
don't
make
actually
that
put the
progress,
dedication
and I
onto
started
it
to
at
gain
all.
back that motivation.
9つ
娘は明日9つになります。
Then the day
Goodness,
came where it was time
arimasu.
for me to hop
Aish.
on my first call with Mock.
The one thing I might say is that you don't need to
Kakiku.
put as much emphasis on the K syllable.
Not super helpful for learning how to watch anime without subtitles, but it was still something that I had to learn. We decided that we'd talk once a week, every week from that point onward. But since we didn't end up actually forming the schedule until the later half of the challenge, I only got to speak to him one more time after that.
私は24です
The days of studying kept flying by,
Oh
and
yeah,
before I
see,
knew it, it was
it's
finally
starting to click
the day
me
of the
again.
test.
私は missing
This is it. This is the day of the test to see if I have actually learned enough Japanese to
It's
watch
like really
anime without
after
the
like
subtitles.
really
This morning I'm just
long
cooking
ago,
up some
I just like
breakfast
clicked
as you
it.
saw, and I'm listening to a Japanese podcast just to get into the zone. I doubt I'm
Watashi
going to
wa
learn anything
Mazda.
within this time
I
frame
honestly don't
before
know what
the
hell, but,
test
like,
that I'm going to
it's
do
really-
today, but it's just worth getting myself into the zone. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. Let's do this.
So let me explain to you how I decided to conduct this test. Firstly, the anime I chose. I figured that any anime I had already seen would kind of be cheating since I'd already known
true.
what they said in some scenes, so it had to be an anime I'd never seen before. In the
Is that
end,
why
I
he
ended
chose
up
Saki?
going with the disastrous
No, it's-
life of Saiki
Yeah, that's-
K.
yeah,
Not
Saki-
only because I had heard
Saki.
from a few people that it was a pretty
It's
good
very
anime,
funny, and
but
like the
also because I
comedy
knew
point,
that
just
he
peak
attended
comedy,
a high
yeah.
school, and the first lessons and conversations
peak
in
comedy.
Genki were mainly focused around high school vocabulary, so I thought that would give me
In
a slight
Saiki, there's
advantage.
really not
so
much
now
of
the
a
test.
like high
First,
school
I would watch
dialogue.
the anime in
eh?
Japanese without English subtitles. I could use Japanese subtitles for some extra help. I could stop and start and rewind as much as I wanted, and I could play the anime in a slower speed if needed. I would go line by line, trying to discern what they were saying and write down
just like
each
by
line
judging
in a
by like
notebook.
their
I'd
action
then rewatch
and
the
what they are
episode with
saying.
English subtitles and see what lines I got right or wrong. Lastly, I
mean, like,
divide
that
the
is
lines
pure
I got
dedication.
right by the total number of lines I had listened to get the percentage of the anime that I actually understood.
I wonder how much he
so
got.
that's what I did. And
wonder how
after
much.
this long and tiring process, I finally had my results.
This is it, guys. You ready for this?
Okay.
Based on
What
the
is the
calculations
percentage?
I did with all the lines or like partial lines that I understood. After the
Okay.
calculations, I found out I understood about 15 to 20%.
Damn,
I'd say
that's
it's
actually
closer to,
pretty
like,
high.
15%. I'm really not
Because like this
sure
is
if
like
that's good
he's
or not
actually
for
yeah, you're
30
pretty good
days
because
of
he's
learning
doing it
Japanese.
only
I'll
in
probably
a
have people in the
month.
comments saying that they actually learned Japanese in 30 days, but that's okay. I'm happy with the progress, and
I mean, like, should
yeah,
respect
it was
because
fun.
I learned
am I able to
actual
watch anime
Japanese by a
without
teacher.
subtitles? Well, technically I
month or
could,
two, but I
I
still
wouldn't
don't-
be able to understand much of it. Although I definitely can understand a lot more than I used to. This was my first time ever trying
Yeah,
to learn a language.
arigato.
And it was a
Yeah, I
really
remember
fun
that one.
and eye-opening
Sayonara,
experience. And even though the
konbanwa.
challenge is over now, I'm still studying just as much. I don't want to stop until I'm fluent, and I know that that could potentially take years, but I'm here for it.
Wow, I would have never expected I would actually like make me remember some of the words I actually learned when I was a kid studying Japanese. Wow, that was very unexpected. Click here to watch more of my reaction. Thank you for watching. It's been your boy Neonz. Goodbye.